What was the announcement? Because I actually don't know what it is.
Oh, this is so exciting. We officially, it's done, signed. We signed last night. We bought a house.
Are you fucking kidding me? You guys did that?
Yeah, we got it last night.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So you guys are... You guys bought the house you were telling me about?
Yeah, and our names are on it. Do you want to...
Oh my God.
Show you.
I can't believe you guys got that house.
Pissing people off. Like, you'll never...
Moses hates Ethan. Now, this is something that I've suspected for quite a long time. And as we go further into FRENEMIES Podcast number 11, we are going to take a deep dive into why I think this is so. So now as I have more subscribers, I want to thank everybody that subscribed, all the people who like my content. Thank you so much for the like. I really appreciate if you have anything to say about frenemies or if you have any critiques for me, please let me know down below. The only thing I ask is to keep it respectful. So let's go. We're going to skip over the first half. La la la. They do goat yoga. They do karaoke, carpool, whatever. Let's get into the real nitty gritty.
Let's talk about us.
Yes.
So, you want to talk about Moses? Everyone's wondering what's going on with you and
Is
Moses.
everybody wondering, or are you just asking? No one asked.
No, literally.
Even her saying, is everyone asking? Yes, everyone's asking. Remember, we left episode 9 where they were discussing their relationship and Trisha and Moses was going back and forth. They couldn't get over this certain comment that he said about her. It was big drama. And then what happened on episode 10, which is why I skipped it, they spent the whole episode talking about YouTube drama. And at the very end, she mentions Moses.
Cool.
I'm
Good
kind of over
strategy.
the Jewish.
Good
I think
strategy.
I'm
Really?
not
You're
converting
over it?
anymore. Yeah, I'm over
Yeah.
it. So
Why? What happened? Why are you over it?
I think because I'm just taking a little break from my Jewish boyfriend. So
You're over the Jew. So you leave the man, you leave the religion?
I think so.
Wow.
Is that how it works?
I think so. Yeah. I think that's what it's all about.
All right.
So for her to seem shocked that people are wondering what happened next, of course they're going to wonder because it was a big cliffhanger. You left it that you guys had a big disagreement and you came back the next week and said you were broken up. So yeah, everybody wants to know what's going on. Don't act so shocked that people want to know. So thank you, Ethan, for just bringing it up, letting it play out.
Dude, all the comments were like, how are you guys not going to talk about what happened with Moses?
When did they ask
On the
that?
last episode.
We had so much to go over that episode, though.
Exactly. So, and you guys were still kind of working it out, so don't talk about it.
Here, I felt like it's not right to talk about someone when they're not here. You know what I mean?
I agree. So she said Moses wasn't there in the last podcast, which is why she didn't want to talk about it. And now that he's here, I guess she feels more comfortable talking about everything. Okay, I'll give her that.
Okay, so let me ask you some questions. You guys broke up a few weeks ago, and now you're talking about...
I would say we took a break.
She's saying, oh, I'll call it taking a break. Okay, even though you were saying you want to break up with them, the relationship is over, you're over it, and you guys did spend time apart. They mentioned it was 5 days. Okay. And now she's like, oh, I wouldn't call it a breakup, it's a break. Okay, because remember, Trisha wanted something. She didn't even really want it to break up. She wanted the relationship to go forward. You can see in the last episodes that I did, she didn't really want to break up with them. So even now that she's downplaying it, it was just a break. Yeah, because you did not want to break up with them. You wanted the relationship to move forward.
Having baby? Didn't you upload a video saying we're getting pregnant? I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I like how Ethan is trying to introduce logic into this conversation just by bringing up you guys were going through a break and you're talking about having kids. Like, that's not logical. Really, you would think you want to produce a child in a healthy relationship. But Ethan, please do not interject logic into this and let Trisha live in her fantasy world.
I wouldn't say we broke up. I wouldn't call it a breakup.
You had a break.
We had a break. It was like a good.
And now you want to have kids?
We've been wanting to have kids. It's not like a new, I mean, we're both like that age. And
So do you have what was the announcement? Because I actually don't know what it is.
Oh, this is so exciting. We officially, it's done, signed. We signed last night. We bought a house.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Ethan's reaction right there. Did you see that? Are you kidding me? It is unbelievable to Ethan. With most people, it would be unbelievable to have a couple fighting, breaking up, not getting over things, and all of a sudden they bought a house together. So that look, Yeah, I'm with you, Ethan.
You guys did that?
Yeah, we got it last night.
Well, congratulations.
Good cover, Ethan. Congratulations. I'm with you, Ethan, because I'm of the opinion they're grown. The house is already bought, so there's nothing else you can say. So, congratulations. I would have done the same thing, Ethan. What else can you say but congratulations?
But holy shit.
Yeah.
But that's his real opinion.
So you guys are... You guys bought the house you were telling me about?
Yeah, and our names are on it. Do you want to
Oh my God.
show you?
Again, Trisha reaches for something and comes back with nothing. She's going to show that both their names are on. She reaches, nothing comes out, but whatever. But Ethan right here, I'm telling you, this is his real opinion. He just cannot believe it. He's holding his head. It's like if he was wearing jewelry, he would be clutching his pearls. He cannot believe it. But come on, Ethan. Remember, keep the straight face. Congratulations.
I can't believe you guys got that house.
It's insane.
Congratulations.
I can't believe you got that house. Congratulations. So here's the thing. Even when he said congratulations at the first time, it just then dawned on him because I guess they must have showed him the houses they were looking at. So when he just clarified now, did you guys get that? You don't see me. I'm doing the quotation mark sign. That house is when he just folded like a leaf. He just crumbled into himself. He cannot believe that house. All right.
Thank you. Like, we got it for such a good price that in my head, this
Is it gated community?
It's gated and gated inside the gated.
Oh, it's gated?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love the gated.
And then, we got Moses, security over here, ex-Israeli, like army, like he's like all tough and shit.
He's going to throw your ass to the fucking wolves if somebody comes.
Yeah. Well, no, he's so
He's going to push you
protective.
and run. He's going to be like, fuck you, I'm out.
That's so not
George
true.
Costanza style, like the Haunted Man.
Ethan is making a joke, but imagine Trisha's like, I have my strong Israeli soldier and he's going to protect me. And the first thing Ethan says, nope, he's going to throw you to the wolves. Okay, I'm telling you right now, even if Moses was laughing, his jaws were clenched. Believe me, just that comment right there irked Moses. I can't even see him, but I know in the innermost parts of him, he is fuming.
No, he's super protective. And in my head, I thought, okay, when we were on our break, right? I'm like, okay.
So wait.
Can
You
I-
guys just made this huge commitment to each other. You co-bought a house. Both your names are on the deed.
Yeah.
See, I like how he broke it down. Okay, you guys made this huge commitment. You bought a house. Both of your names are on the deed. Even though he's making a statement, it's really a question. He wants confirmation. And he's wanting Trisha to affirm or deny what he's saying. So he's like, both your names are on the deed. Okay.
And half and half.
But you guys almost broke up.
He's the first guy that ever I could even have this
You guys
possible.
split the...
Ethan caught that. 50% split. He caught that. So he's going to clarify. You guys put in 50-50? He just wanted to clarify.
50%.
50%?
He put just as much
Way
in
to go,
me.
Moses.
That way to go, Moses. First of all, it shocked him. Ethan was shocked. He was, wait, what a second? 50-50? And the way he looked at Moses and shook his head, way to go, Moses.
Right? I'm so proud of him. Like, I totally
Did you need a loan for the down payment?
Boo. Because the way he was like 50-50, because he knows what house they bought. He knows it's a mansion. He knows what area it's in. He's doing all the calculations in his head. He knows, you have to pay property tax. You have to furnish the house. You have to upkeep the lawn. So for him to say, oh, good job, Moses, it's like, wow, that's a lot of money to put a down payment on. And 50-50. So did you need a loan for that down payment? Oh. We can't see it, but I know, I know Moses is like shot in the heart. And I can feel Moses is feeling a bit belittled by Ethan, just by Ethan asking that question. And I'm so glad he asked it. But just to clarify, because even Ethan can't believe it. Oh, did you need a loan? And this is the first time you notice Trisha was telling this whole story, looking at Ethan. She had everything to say until this one question. Even she is looking to Moses. Like, yeah, are we on the same page here? Are we going to say the same thing? Everybody's looking to Moses. So Moses, please answer the question. Did you need a loan for your down payment?
No cash.
No.
Oh, my.
He said, no cash. Oh, that just slipped out his mouth. He was all confident. No cash. Now, is that true? Who's to say? But look at Trish smiling. Trish is smiling. So yeah, for all case and purposes, it is true. Cash, 50% down. And Ethan is surprised. Now, for Ethan is to be surprised, I'm going to have to be surprised as well because Ethan knows Moses and he's surprised. So yeah, I'm surprised too.
Goodness, Moses, good job, dude.
Moses, good job, dude. It's like when you have a 4-year-old come up to you and they made this little picture and they drew you with the little circle and the dot for eyes and you pat them on the head and you say, good job. That's the vibe I'm getting from Ethan. Like, good job, dude. Good job. You can afford a down payment without taking out a loan with your rich girlfriend. Now, I'm not commenting on anybody else and what they have to do to get a loan, but it's just interesting that Moses is just making it clear. No, he had the cash.
Can I just say, I was totally, when I first met him, I totally judged him. I'm like, oh my God, you live in like a shitty water museum.
He
like,
owns it, though.
So look at that. She even said when she first met him, his place looked like a dump. And Ethan says that he owns it. Yeah, okay, but for a person who's a furniture maker and for it to look like a dump.
Right, but he had but he had no other space. He like lived there. So I was like, okay, why are you like living there? But yeah, owning it, totally. I was like, oh, I love this guy already. Good credit, all that stuff.
You see how she slipped in the good credit right there? Because I'm sure you guys remember what happened in Frenemies episode 1.
But now he has money,
and now you
too,
guys are,
so we can like buy a house together, like a big fancy one, because he has like money. So it's the first person I like ever dated that has like money and good credit.
That's what she liked, his good credit, which, okay, fine. He has great credit. But the fact that he lives in, like she says, he owns a building, but the building is crappy. I get it's really good that he owns the building. But the thing is, that means his money is tied up in the building. It's not until he sells the building at a profit where he has money to then spend around and put down payments everywhere. No, if he owns the building, his money is caught up in the building. That doesn't necessarily mean he has a high cash flow.
But then I was like, ew, he didn't even have like a real shower. It was like a porta potty shower. And I was like, what the fuck?
So it's interesting that he didn't even have a shower or porta potty. So to me, it seems like he's cutting corners. So yeah, he builds furnitures and he must have rich clientele because he's building custom-made furniture that's going to cost a lot of money. But guess what? That also takes a lot of time. And if he's a furniture maker, even if he sells a piece of furniture for $10,000, I think he's a one-man show because he doesn't talk about having employees. So if he sells something for $10,000, how long did it take him to make that product? Maybe 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. So yeah, $10,000 is a lot of money, but you can only get your clients one at a time. And even if you get 3 at one time, it's going to take you a long time to produce the furniture to get paid for it. So yeah, he does make good money, but it's the time that he has to put into it. And the fact that he doesn't have a proper shower in his building that he lives in, a lot of people, if they have a lot of money and they own their own business, they don't live in their business. They have money for a home and money for the business. So the fact that his business is his home, is his museum, it's all in one place, would seem to me that he doesn't have a lot of money and he's cutting corners to save. Which he can do as a single man. If he thinks he doesn't need the essential to live, he's fine in a crappy building with his work all over the place and that's how he wants to live, that's fine. But that doesn't necessarily mean he has enough money for a down payment on a house. But hey, maybe it does mean that.
And it was kind of ghetto. And then I was like judging him. But this is what I'm saying, ladies, never judge someone based on where they live because he's baller.
He owns the property.
And also his bank account was fat as shit. I was like, oh, damn, okay. So honestly, I like having someone equal. Like,
okay,
it's important to me.
But aren't you guys a little bit worried about how rocky your relationship's been?
Here was...
Well said, Ethan. Yeah, they have a rocky relationship. Shouldn't you be worried about that? But Ethan, you're bringing too much logic into this. But I totally agree with you.
Here's my way, because we did a break, right? And we were in the process of like seeing if we're gonna get this house or whatever. We got this house for such a good price. Like they didn't even counter offer us.
They didn't counteroffer. Now, that's weird. I would say when you're selling to someone and you know a buyer is interested, you'd want to counteroffer. You want to get as much money as you can. And so if the person is ready to sell, I would think, what, is there something wrong with the house? But it's just weird not to have a counteroffer.
And so we're
Really?
like, yeah, and so I was thinking, okay, if we
How
get.
much below asking did you get, like percentage-wise?
How much percentage-wise, babe?
Like over 300,000.
Oh, wow.
So I was
Nice.
like, okay, if
He said 300,000.
yeah, 300,000 less. So in my head, I said, okay, when we were on this break, I'm like, you
They
know
didn't
what?
counter?
Huh?
Thank you, Ethan. Thank you for clarifying. Nail her.
They didn't
They
counter?
counted a little, right?
Oh, they
Like
did.
25,000 or something.
Yeah, okay.
75,000. So a little bit, but nothing.
She said 25,000, 75,000. Okay, so they did counter. So why say that they didn't counter? Why? They did, which is the usual thing that happens. So why say it didn't happen when it did? And then she's just brushing it off. Oh, yeah, just a little bit of money, 25,000, 75,000. That sounds like a lot of money to me, but it could be relative to her. 75,000 isn't a lot, but they did counter.
And so basically, I was like, in my head, I was like, if we get the house, we're meant to be together. If we don't, I'm just going to go separate ways.
So it's like a...
Did you do that in your head ever? Like, you're like, okay, if this happens.
Yeah, but you have to know that that's not really how the world works.
Which is true, Ethan. For her to base a big decision like that on just a chance, it's weird to say that, oh, it's just, it was meant to be because the house came through. Whereas you could easily think the other way, as in the house came through, but at that moment you both were on a break. That could be the universe telling you guys aren't meant to be together because the same time the house went through, you guys weren't even on the same page. But you see how she took it and flipped it, and to her the universe was telling her the opposite. Okay, but just say, Trisha, this is what you wanted, because as we went down through on the other episodes, Trisha wanted this relationship to move forward, and it didn't matter what the universe was telling her, she would have made it seem that the universe meant for them to be together, because that's what she wants. So just say, you know what, the house came through, perfect. I wanted back into the relationship because I wanted the relationship to work in the first place. Just leave it at that.
Never been in, like, neither one of us has been in like a long-term relationship, but it's like, for me, I never lived with someone, he never lived with someone, and like.
Oh, really? Neither of you have lived with someone before? Have never been in a long-term relationship? Okay, if that's what you say.
This is like, and we're old. We're both like fucking old, so it's like, hey.
Okay, so what you're telling me is, especially by saying you both are old, is that you both are settling, which is fine. There are some people who think, okay, I reach a certain age and maybe this person is not the love of my life, but there's things that I want in life and I will do it with this person that's with me right now. Fine. But that's basically what you're saying now, Trish, is that you both are settling for each other. You both are already older. So you thought, hey, might as well. Okay. I mean, plenty of people have done that, but just say that's what you're doing. You're settling.
And
Look, if you guys break up, you sell the house and you split the...
Or I take it and pay him the money he
Oh,
pays
yeah,
to
you
it.
can pay in equity.
I like how Ethan is like, hey, if you guys can break up, this is what you can do. Like, he's already breaking up the house for them. But Trish was first to say, or I can keep the house and pay him off. And it's funny how she just jumped and said that she's keeping the house automatically. Why? If it's 50-50, you guys both put in, why do you automatically assume that you're going to pay him out? You know? What if he wants to pay you out? You're very quick to decide what's going to happen with that house. And if she would have just said, you know what? I had the cash to pay for this house, but I had really bad credit. Moses didn't have the cash for the house, but he had really good credit. And us together was why we bought the house. And so it's 50-50 in that way because you both need each other to get the house. Say it that way than to make it seem that he put just as much as you did in the house. I mean, okay, but I'm not believing that. I know that's what you said, but I'm not believing that.
When we saw the house, we knew it's our house.
He said, when we saw the house, we knew it was our house. So are you in the same fantasy world as Trisha? It's just, this is our house just by seeing it? Even though you guys were on again, off again, breaking up, not breaking up, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, Moses, you guys found the right person for each other.
He said when we sold the house, we knew. Well, honestly, when we saw it, it was like, it's so perfect the way it's like laid out and stuff. Like,
how big is it?
8,000 square feet.
Holy
but
shit, it's huge.
And the actual house, I mean, it's
Who's
huge.
bougie now? Bigger than my house.
Is it?
Yeah.
She's like, is it? She knows, first of all, it's not 8,000 square feet. So her house and Ethan's house are roughly the same size. But she has to flex on him and say, oh, 8,000 square feet, just so that he would say, oh, it's bigger than mine. Then for her to say, no, our houses are pretty much the same size, and say it's under 8,000. But okay, Trish.
You guys are in this like fancy ass neighborhood. We're kind of further off of LA.
You're in a gate in a gate.
True. Yeah. We got the double gate.
I want to get in a gate in a gate. I want to move into your community in the third gate.
You should move into our community. Heather Locklear lives there. Brett Michaels.
Really?
But anyways,
would you be mad if I moved into a gate in a gate in a gate?
You can't. You can do a triple gate.
I'm gonna build my own gated community in your gated community.
I mean, that'd be dope if you guys live near us. That'd be cool.
Nah, you're too far. I know where you live. It's too far away.
Well,
shade.
Yeah. And
It's really far.
Yeah.
Double shade.
To like our friends, like we have friends, so like
I mean, I love the area you guys moved to, but
it's really nice.
Far.
So, yeah. So we got that last night, and I was like,
well congrats!
yeah.
Holy shit!
That's his real feelings.
And it's just like, yeah. So
Did you notice that cut right there? Let me rewind it back.
our friends, like we have friends, so like
I mean, I love the area you guys moved to, but
it's really nice.
Far.
So, yeah. So we got that last night, and I was like,
well congrats!
yeah.
Holy shit!
And it's just like, yeah. So
Does she fart?
No. Oh, we both
Really?
know that.
All right, there's a cut right there. And what they're going to talk about next, I'm going to kind of skip over because I really don't want to get into that. But I'll let you see something just to show that they're going to have a conversation now that Moses is uncomfortable with. And so I believe that that's what that cut was for. But I'm going to show you as it progresses why I think that way.
About this, but not the dildos. You're like, let's talk about scooping out a.
No, I could. He didn't want to talk about the dildos.
Oh, got it.
I'm happy to talk about anything.
Okay, so I just wanted to show that part. I skipped over a bunch. But that's what I think got cut out earlier. So something Moses was uncomfortable with enough so that it was all cut out. And just this tail end of it is why I think that's what it was. But let's move forward.
You guys are not close. You're like not even fam.
So annoying. Why do you keep saying that?
He told me. He says he's not close to you guys.
I don't think.
Maybe you need to fix that, not me.
Well, he's denying it. He's saying you're lying.
You said that. When I said, did you tell him? He goes, we don't talk like that. I was like, all right.
Because he said, you want to talk about it in the video?
No, that's not what you said, Moses. Oh my God, see, I hate this. That's not what he said. But that's fine, whatever. He literally said that. I wouldn't make that up. That's such a random thing to make up. But you know that. You know he's not close. He leaves all the time. He doesn't stick around. Like, he's not here to stay. He comes and pieces out. Okay.
Don't worry. She's not going to drive a wedge between us. People have been wondering, I am totally not in communication with Moses or Trisha. I don't know anything about what's going on in their lives. I don't know anything about the wedding. We are not attending the wedding.